It's steak night tonight on Grilling with the Guru.
Yes,
Starts
right now. Hey guys, welcome back to Grilling with the Guru. I'm Keith Guidry, your host, along with Kurt Guillory.
How y'all doing?
The master griller.
I don't know about that.
Okay, what are we doing, man?
Steak. It's all about steak tonight.
Look at this. Look at these steaks. Now look, I called up my buddy over there, Sammy Hebert at Hebert Specialty Meats in Maurice, Louisiana. Maurice. And I said, Sammy, I need some unseasoned sirloin and some bone-in ribeyes. And look what he brought me.
Some seasoned.
Did that look
sirloin.
unseasoned? You know, there's a quick story I want to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Sammy Jr., I called him up one time.
Yeah.
I said, look, man, we're getting all the pork chops for Louisiana open.
Right.
I need all these pork chops unseasoned because, you know, we like to season with our season, like butter. But I didn't tell him that. I said unseasoned. I go to pick them up. They're all seasoned. I'm talking like 400 pork chops, all with their seasoning. It's good seasoning. And I said, Sammy Jr., what's going on? I told your daddy don't season the pork chop. And he looked at me and he was dead serious. He said, but Mr. Keith, they wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
So it's true. So yeah, but no, this.
He's right.
That's what they had on it. So that's how we're gonna grill it, right?
I'm good with it.
But how are we doing this on?
We're going to do it some different ways. We're going to show y'all some different grilling techniques for steak. Some you've heard of, some you haven't heard of.
I didn't hear of one of them.
Sous vide.
Sous vide. ¿Qué es eso, sous vide?
Under vacuum.
That's Spanish?
No.
No.
It's a little further north than Spain. That's French for under vacuum. So what
Under
it means
vacuum.
is we're going to take some steaks that are vacuum sealed,
Right.
and we're going to introduce them into some hot water that's going to cook them for us. And then all
At
we got,
whatever temperature you like your doneness.
perfect doneness, and then
It'll
we're going to
never
put them on the grill.
overcook.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we're going to accomplish. We're going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to get the steak.
We're gonna kill two calves with one bullet.
But yeah, that too.
Or that.
That too.
Okay.
We're going to have the steak's going to be done to perfection from edge to edge. We're going to still get the smoke flavor and the grill marks and our charring from the grill,
But no bullseye.
but no bullseye. What's the bullseye?
Yeah, well, normally whenever you grill a steak, and I've cooked it like this, and it's still good, but like say you ask your friend, well, how you like your steak? I like it medium. Well, medium to me is like around 130, 135, right, Kurt?
140.
140. So you basically cooking to the inner temperature. So if you got a steak this thick and you're putting it on the grill, well, you're gonna have well done, medium well, but by the time you get to that medium in the middle where it's the right temperature, you got all these different layers of doneness. But what you're saying is that when you sous vide them in that hot water, it's gonna be whatever that temperature is through and through. And then you're just gonna spank them on the grill.
I'm gonna flash it, and I can hold them for as long as I want.
Yeah,
They'll never get any hotter than that.
Exactly.
Now, traditionally, when you would do sous vide, you'd have to buy a very expensive pump, and it's a water bath, and it's a long, drawn-out process.
But we Cajun and we're on a budget.
We're going Cajun sous vide.
Yeah, we call it Cajun igloo sous vide.
That's right. You're gonna do it in a nice
See
chest,
that
guys.
night? Look at that.
Oh,
Look at the steam. Now the water temperature, we boiled water, we put it in at 180. Then we added tap hot water,
Right.
which was about 120. And
That's
we added to that and it dropped it down to a medium of around 150.
right.
Still a little too hot for us, so we
Right.
took out a little bit of water, added some cold water, and then we put the cold steaks in and we got it down to like 145,
Which is where we
140.
want it, and they can
Exactly
sit
where
there
we
for as long as we want. Because an ice chest keeps hot stuff hot and cold stuff cold. And like Boudreaux said, man, how do you know?
Yeah, I know it's the difference. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to figure
He
it out.
figures it out. So, but it's a great way to cook steaks, especially if you're entertaining at a party, because they'll never get overdone.
No.
And I could finish them on the grill whenever I want. And another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pan saute on the grill.
Because
We can.
we can, and we're gonna have this beautiful
Pan sauce.
reduced
Yes, sir.
pan sauce
Yep,
that we're gonna have with the steak.
So it's gonna be like eating at a restaurant at your house.
And we got studio audience.
Yeah, we do. We got
Who we
people
got
in
the
the house. Hey guys, how y'all doing today? All right.
People at our Berry Bank, yeah, what's up?
That's right. We got our beer bank in the house.
Yeah.
So, hey,
let's throw the commercial. I tell you what, guys, we got a lot of prepping to do. Y'all don't go nowhere. You're gonna like this one, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Grilling with the Guru, guys. That's Keith. I'm Kurt. That's Steak.
I'm Fred Flintstone. Yabba dabba doo. Look at this thing.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna pan saute on a grill.
Yeah. And
Why
look,
would I do that?
Well, I'll tell you why my mother-in-law wants to do that is
Why?
because the flavor. When you put that steak in that hot pan,
Yes.
and it basically creates like a crust on the outside of that steak, there's nothing more flavorful
And,
Tastes like beef crackling.
and there's something else. Whoa, look at that. And there's something else I can do.
What's that?
I can make a pan sauce.
Yeah, we talked about that too. How you do that?
Now, Keith is a purist, y'all. Keith, that man likes steak just like God intended it off the cow
Well, with just salt and pepper.
with salt and pepper.
But that's okay.
But some people like sauce, and then a lot of people don't like bottled sauce. They like to make their own sauce. So how do you do that on the grill?
Well, you're gonna show us.
We're going to show us. We're going to use the pan. We're going to use the drippings from the pan, and we're going to have a butter and red wine sauce to go with our pretty little steaks.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we also have the sous vide steaks, which is steaks cooked in water,
Right.
not boiled.
Not
not
boiled.
boiled.
No, at 140. Actually, we're at the water temperature right now. It's at 140.
We Cajun sous vide.
Cajun sous vide and an igloo ice chest. So
And
there's
igloo
something you
ice
can
chest.
do in your backyard. You can experiment. If you got the extra money and you want to show off, you can go get you one of them things at them fancy restaurants. Yeah. But
So look.
we're gonna do it the old school way.
We'll show them.
Yeah, show 'em, Kurt.
All right, so this is just a standard, about a 20 quart igloo ice chest, 15 quart. And what we have in here is hot water, and we have our steaks that are in a plastic bag, and they're already turning. Boy, that don't look appetizing at all, does it?
No, it looks great. It looks kind of nasty if you ask me.
That's okay. It's not
But
gonna
that's
stay
not
like,
how it's gonna look.
it's not
when
gonna
you
stay
do
like
it.
that forever. So this ice chest, we call them ice chests. Everybody else calls them coolers.
That's right.
This ice chest will keep water. If you put 150-degree water in there, in 1 hour you come back, it's gonna be 149 degrees.
It's gonna drop a half a degree
Per
or
30
1 degree
minutes.
per 30 minutes.
Okay, so all you have to do is take a little bit of consideration for the cold meat you're going to be putting in there. Like you said,
Right.
we had 5 degrees over our target temperature.
That's right.
When we dropped the steaks in, it dropped at 4.5 degrees, and now they can sit in there as long as we want them.
And right now, when we put it in there, it was about 140.
Let's see what it
Is
is.
that right? Let's just show them. And we gotta prove it. You know, prove it.
We got a thermometer.
139, 140.5.
There you go.
Comme ça.
The proof is in the thermometer.
You see that, Mac? Yeah.
And it's
So,
been sitting in there for a good half hour.
a good half hour,
So how
45 minutes.
So how long does it need to stay in there?
As long as it's forever.
But a minimum of 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, to
for
get
one
through
inch
and
thickness
through.
to get it cooked through, right? So beyond 40 minutes, hey, we can do whatever we want.
That's right, because you said you can't overcook it.
No, it's never gonna
the
get hotter than
temperature's
that.
gonna get 140. That's it.
The only way it get hotter than that is if you put it outside.
Well,
then it would get hotter than
It's sure out there. Yeah.
Woo! Let's take a look.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a
look at
pretty
it, just
sound.
bubbling like that.
That's a pretty sound.
You want me to do that?
Turn that. Look at that. Boom.
Oh, look at that. Nice little golden brown.
And that's
that
what-
that
that's
fat
right.
starting to smell pretty right there. Now, okay, tell me the difference. You know, everybody goes to the butcher and they see all them different cuts of meat.
Yes.
Steaks, you know.
Steak.
And most people are familiar with ribeyes. You
Yes.
know, oh, what do you want? I want ribeye.
Yeah.
You made me get the bone in ribeye because you like me. You like to gnaw on the bone. It's gonna be ugly, but that's okay. So sirloin. A lot of people overlook sirloin. What's the benefits of the sirloin?
Sirloin has a lot less fat in it than a ribeye. Now you still have good marbling. You
Yeah,
saw
we-
from my little piece.
We cut that in half, and you can kind of
We
see.
still have some good marbling, but it's not fat rich like a sirloin. It's the
Or
part
like
of
a
the cow
ribeye.
it comes from, like a ribeye. I'm
Ribeye,
sorry.
yeah.
It's the part of the cow it comes from. But you have a lot of great flavor, and it's a much less expensive cut of meat.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Woo.
That's like
the
you know,
price of cow.
The price of oil's going down.
The price
and
of
the
cow
price
is going
man,
up.
we need to get into the beef business, man. Get rid of this oil.
Woo. Speaking of that, there's a bunch of common held myths about cooking steak. I gotta let it sit at room temperature for so long.
Yeah, we
I
talked about that.
Don't poke it, all the juice is gonna leak out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that that's not true, guys.
Yeah.
Steak is just a collection of fibers. If you would imagine a bundle of straws taped together, still on its end, that's steak. That's meat fibers. Okay? So if I come in there with a probe and I poke it right here, the little bit of liquid that's gonna come out from right there, that's it. So if I would cut it to look inside, I'm gonna lose moisture from right there, very localized.
Right.
I don't have to let it rest so the juices redistribute. You know where they redistribute? On the plate.
No, but I tell you, as a griller, I'm a big proponent and advocate of using tongs
Yep.
instead of a fork or one of those little Cajun little
Yeah, those hooks.
right-hand flippers. You
But
know,
you could.
But you can, but I just like the tongs because to me, I don't want to breach any part of that skin, whether it's one hole or many holes, because you're never going to hit it in the same spot.
No, you never
I mean,
will.
by the time you flip it a few times, you done poked about 10 holes in.
And then another common misconception they have is you sear it to lock in the juices.
I kind of believe that too, you know, but come on,
It don't work.
come on.
It doesn't work like you think it works.
Right.
Okay? All searing does is create flavor. That's it. That's all
Right.
it really does.
Yeah,
Because-
a steak will start out this big and maybe this thick, and it'll shrink this way, but it plumps up this way.
That's right. That's because of the
all
connective tissue
and all the
contraction.
moisture in there.
And to prove it to yourself, when you put it in the plate, when you come back to it after 5 minutes, there's a pool of liquid at the bottom.
Oh, and that's the pretty thing.
Yeah,
That's a
love that,
pretty
love
thing.
that, love that.
My daughter likes, if she doesn't have that,
Yeah.
I failed. She gives me an F. I mean, she wants to have that steak. When she's done, she wants to grab that plate.
God bless her.
And
That's
lick
what she
that-
should.
Give me a straw.
Hey, what's this?
But that's flavored butter. I
Compound
call that
butter.
fancy butter.
Fancy butter. Keeps making fun of me because of my fancy
I'm not
butter.
making fun of you.
So this is another way to add flavor to a steak, and this is a great way to do it. If you want a steakhouse experience that is very difficult to find, you make you one of these things. So all this is softened, unsalted butter,
Right?
some chopped up fresh herbs, and some
Fresh
dried-
herbs.
Fresh herbs.
Let me help you out there.
Give me that, baby.
All right, there
And
you
some
go.
dried seasoning, okay? Salt, season all, Tony
Kosher
Sassers,
salt.
butt rub, kosher
Right.
salt.
Right.
Right? So you soften the butter, you mix it, you mix in with your hands
Oh
the
yeah, you
dried
got a
herb.
big bowl. You were going to town on
Going
that
it
butter.
down.
Yeah.
Then you wrap it up in cellophane, you stick it back in the refrigerator and let it get hard again.
Hard again.
Then we're gonna cut some slices, and as your steak is done, boom, you put that right on there and let it melt, and the love comes
Now,
out.
you know, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I mean, I am a purist. I love my salt and pepper. Just that's all I'm enjoy that too. Yeah.
I think you will.
Oh yeah.
And then, hey, we're gonna blister some tomatoes. We're gonna show y'all some tech, some grill pan. If you don't have a grill pan, you messing up. We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
show you why.
We're going to show you how to do that.
But we gotta go to commercial.
We do got to go to commercial. Matt's over there going.
Wrap it up.
Okay, look, so y'all don't go nowhere. When we come back, we're blistering cherry tomatoes, we're searing the rest of the sirloin, and we're going to check on some sous vide ribeye.
Look out, y'all come back.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Kurt, we got a lot going on.
We do, but it's steak night.
It's steak
Everybody
night.
loves steak night.
We got what, 3 different cuts of steak? 2 different cuts of steak?
Two different cuts of steak. with
Sirloin,
and some bone-in ribeye that we're doing
yabba-dabba-doo.
sous vide style.
Yeah.
And this is a
What's
grill
that?
pan.
That's a grill pan.
It's
grill
not a catch.
basket.
It's not a catcher's mat.
No.
It's a grill pan, and if you don't have one of these, you're messing up.
Yeah.
Because it allows you to cook foods that would be too small normally to cook on a grill.
Or you could even use half of it to like saute and
That's
flip,
correct.
like shrimp and onions and whatnot.
But I'm messy, so I like to hook them together.
You
so
are
I can,
messy.
I can
Boy, you
turn
have
that
to clean
stuff.
after you.
So we're gonna do some
Cherry
grape tomatoes.
Yeah.
And what we need is a little bit of oil. We're gonna put on them, not too much because this is porous. It's gonna go right through. We don't want to cause a flare up, but we gotta have some.
Oh, we're
So
on the Cajun. We can handle that. But
We
look,
can
while you're
handle-
doing that, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
check on the steaks, bro.
what's going on?
I tell you what, we threw one of them sirloins directly. Look,
That's
can
beautiful.
You see them grill marks
Beautiful.
on there? Beautiful. We're gonna crisscross them again, 45-degree angle, and we're gonna check this big old brontosaurus steak right there.
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah, and we kind of
Why
cheated.
is there a pan on the grill?
Well, because we're making our own pan sauce.
Oh, I knew that was.
You
the
remember?
reason.
That's what the wine's for.
That's what the
Mudavi,
wine's
whatever that
for.
stuff's
Yeah,
called,
Robert.
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 Yeah. And let me tell you, we tasted some of that off camera, and it was delicious.
course
It's
it was.
already good. I can't even wait till all the sauces made.
All right, so we're gonna put that. Speaking of the sauce, to make this sauce, we're gonna need some chilled cube butter, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cut some right now, and then we got something in that ice chest down there.
Yeah. That fancy butter,
No, in that ice chest we got
Oh,
some
the sous vide.
some sous vide
which means vacuum in French.
under vacuum.
Under vacuum.
That's right. So that's a steak cooked in water. That all we're gonna do once we get it to our doneness, we just put it on the grill, mark it up, introduce some smoke flavor, some hardwood smoke flavor, and boom.
Yeah. And it's
Ready
really
to
not
eat.
cheating, you know, because we're cooking in water. They're like, hey man, you sell grills for a living. Come on
This ain't
now.
Great Britain. You're not boiling steak.
No, but I mean, it's all about trying different techniques.
We gotta
and
give it
having
another
fun.
shot.
You know, you got to try different things.
So we need to pull that steak off.
Yes.
I'm gonna get started on the sauce.
Look at the brown on
That's
that
beautiful.
steak.
Tell me you can't cook in a pan on a grill.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. All right, guys, let me get this. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We are going to
Sauce.
introduce some wine.
Someone, don't cry.
How much wine?
As much as you want.
Uh,
A cup and a half.
I don't know. That's a bottle. Half a bottle.
Half
we'll call
a
it half a bottle.
Half a bottle.
So we're gonna let the wine cook a little bit. Why? Because it has a lot of raw alcohol in it, and that doesn't taste especially good when we're trying to eat. We want to mellow the flavor out.
And
can
if you
see-
got little children, you don't want to turn them into drunks just by eating, you know?
Maybe,
I mean,
yeah.
let them figure it out on their own.
I'm not going to tell you how to parent.
You know, no.
I'm not going to tell you how to parent. So,
And then the lemon.
lemon. Before we're going to add lemon before and after. When you initially put the lemon, the acidity is going to add to the acidity of the wine. But the
Right.
flavor's going to cook down a little bit. But we still want that brightness at the end because we're fixing to hit it with a lot of chilled butter.
I love the adjectives you brightness.
Brightness.
I love that.
You should.
Yeah, and acidity.
And acidity.
It balances.
Hey,
and
I used to be a real.
invigoration.
I used to be a real cook.
emulsification. and all that.
Nobody ever said that. Not around me, they didn't.
I do words with friends. I make up my own words.
As
right?
well, you should.
That's
All right.
right.
So we're gonna let this come back to a boil.
Look at the color though. It's a deep brown. It's like you were talking, you know, you can put like different kind of sauces like Worcestershire or
Whatever- you can do whatever you wanna do.
A1, but not, that's gonna be something special.
It certainly will.
Yeah.
It certainly will. So, and then, while we have an open part of the grill, we're gonna go ahead and put our tomatoes on.
Yeah, cherry
Right.
tomatoes, grape tomatoes.
So,
What's the difference between a grape tomato and a cherry tomato?
the size. These look like grapes. Cherry tomatoes look like
Cherry.
grapes. No.
No?
Cherry.
Okay.
Like that.
Say two.
And
Close
then
it up.
we're gonna hook it up.
And look, you saw how I raised my fire? And I got the air dampers all the way open.
That means we're cooking
We blistering.
right
And
there.
some of that olive oil is gonna
Don't let me
leach
touch
down.
that handle next time.
No, I got a glove for that, right?
Good,
Don't,
because,
don't touch that.
Because school you on me, I'll grab it.
You want that?
I'll take that.
Look, it's starting a little simmer over there.
Okay, guys, one of the most important things to remember when you're doing these tomatoes, don't touch them. Oh, you're gonna wanna shake them so bad. Leave it alone.
You want it to blister.
We want them to blister and we want them to even burn a little bit. We want a little char, okay? But to do that, we gotta let them stay underneath that really, really hot searing fire. So
And
don't
since I'm standing here, I can give you more fire.
Show.
We're gonna go up just a wee bit towards kissing the flame.
Well, that make the devil sweat.
How you like that?
Woo! Oh, that looks good. All right, put that back where it
So
goes.
how long does it take for the tomatoes to
The
actually?
tomatoes are gonna be done in about 4 minutes
Right, at
Yeah.
a very hot fire.
at a very hot fire.
Again.
If you go slow, they'll break down. They'll start to release their moisture, and you're gonna have kind of stewed tomatoes, which isn't a bad thing.
Right,
But it's not what we're going after right now.
right.
Okay. So yeah, here we go. We got this.
I told you that joke about Boudreaux and his little boy Boudreaux.
No, but I bet you're gonna.
Well, it has something to do with beef, and we're doing a lot of beef, so I figured
Let me
would
have
be
it, baby.
appropriate.
Let
you
me
know?
have it.
Okay, so you know, Boudreaux has this calf. I mean, this woman, a cow, the woman cow. You know, is that the right word? The woman cow. Anyway, it's the female
they
cow.
call it a cow.
It's a cow. Oh, it's just a cow.
It's just a cow.
It's a cow. So he's out in the pasture. He said, well, she's pregnant. She's about to deliver the calf. I better go check on her.
Mm-hmm.
So he's walking out to the pasture, and there's little boy Boudreaux hanging on the wooden fence. And when he looks out in the pasture, that calf is about half out the cow already. And he's like, oh my goodness, here comes the question. Little boy Boudreaux gonna ask me all these questions. Here come the birds and the bees. So he walks up to little boy Boudreaux. He said, hey, he said, what, you watching that right there? He said, yeah. He said, you got any questions for me? He said, Dad, I just got one question. He said, okay, am I ready for this? What you got, little boy Boudreaux? He said, the only question I got is, how fast you think that calf was running when you ran into that cow? That's a clean joke. I told you it's a little risky, but it's pretty clean.
He was going fast.
He's going pretty fast.
going pretty
At least
fast.
5 miles an hour.
Hey guys, when you're making this sauce, only a couple small pieces of butter at a time. You want to keep it constantly moving, and you want to go ahead and incorporate the whole. This is about. This is not about. This is a stick of butter.
That is a whole stick of
It's a whole stick of butter. So you want to incorporate it slowly. The reason why you do that is if the fat melts too soon, it's going to pool up on you. And what we're looking for, here comes a big word. Get your dictionary out. Is an emulsification, right?
Emulsification.
That's right. So
Yeah,
hey,
and that's a real word.
it's a real word. We got to go to commercial, but when we come back, it's steak time.
And you don't want me to shake them tomatoes.
You can dick them now if you want. Turn
Can
them
I
over,
flip
baby.
'em?
Flip them. Boom. Y'all come back and see us, guys. Woo! Man, this is looking good. Y'all come back, see us. Grilling with the Guru. Welcome back to Grilling with the Guru, guys. I'm Keith. No,
You can't.
that's Keith. I'm Kurt.
We're not even cutting that one. That was a good one. We're gonna leave that
good.
one just
We're gonna
the
leave
way
it
it
just
is.
like that.
Yeah, he's Keaton. I'm Kurt. Yeah.
That's how it is.
All right,
We're doing
what's
steak.
this?
That's what was left in the plate whenever we pan sauteed the
And
sirloin.
let them relax.
Put it in the sauce.
On you to the highest level.
Like that. And
Come.
why are we doing that?
Because we can.
Because we can.
And we don't waste nothing.
Look what we got right here. Woo! Where's the tongs?
The tongs are right there, brother.
Boom.
Now we got a hot fire.
And these are the steaks that we did sous vide.
That's
Which
the
means-
bone-in ribeye.
We did the bone-in ribeyes. We cooked them vacuum packed in water. And then now all we got to do is mark them because they're at our serving temperature.
You see the marks, Matt? He's marking them.
And then the sirloins we have in the back, all we do is, those are the ones that were pan sauteed, and we just want to mark them up a little bit
Finish them
to
off.
finish them off. Because you measured, they was at about 117.
They were 117, but they had been sitting in that plate relaxing for about a half an hour.
Yeah,
Because
so
the power of camera, you know.
the magic of television.
That's right.
So look, that's all there is to it, guys. And look, we blistered some grape tomatoes, and we made a great pan sauce.
Oh, I mean, look, you can't even appreciate it. Look at the color of that.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And that's a whole stick of butter.
That's a whole stick of butter and about 2.5 cups of dry red wine and some seasoning and some love.
And some lemon. There's a little citrus.
A little bit of citrus in it at the end.
Got a little bite to it.
Okay?
So what?
It's time to put it in the plate. And,
You ready?
Nom, 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 nom.
We're
Time
doing
to
this
eat.
now or live?
Why not?
Yeah. Okay, look, let's put the big sirloin up here.
Come on, sirloins.
Because one of our guests said, I like mine rare.
Well, good.
So we're going to give it to her rare.
Rare, rare. Yeah, we got some guests.
Yeah, we do. Iberia
We
Bank.
got some Iberia Banks, some personnel.
Okay, now you see I ground up some fresh black pepper.
He went grow that himself.
Yeah, that's right. And then I got some sea salt. And so on my steak, because I am a purist at heart, I'm just gonna put a little, at the end, put a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper and some sea salt. And we're gonna manger.
One of the old wives' tales you hear is you don't want to flip steaks more than once.
Oh yeah?
That's something that that came from the restaurant industry. When you cook in a restaurant, imagine you have 72 inches of grill, and it's covered with steaks. So how do you time them?
Right.
The ones that are turned at
Marked.
a certain, marked and turned. So that's where that comes from. Actually, it's beneficial to flip them more than once. It keeps the temperature more regular.
Right.
So
Just don't poke them.
just don't. You can poke them if you want.
I
It's all
don't
right.
want to poke them.
You don't have to, but
Yeah.
if somebody else wants to poke them,
Man, one time I cooked
Poke
a
'em.
chicken breast and I poked it with a fork, and when I pulled that sucker out, man, it like, it sent a little stream of water.
it was mad at you.
Oh, it was mine.
Look at that. Watch. I'm gonna showcase this right here. Boom. It's too big for the plate.
Now watch this. Take this.
Do it. Right there. Boom.
A little bit more.
Little bit more.
I like a lot of black pepper on mine, man. And look at that grizzle on there. We're gonna eat all of that. Then some nice kosher salt. I said sea salt, but you like cooking with kosher salt.
I do like cooking with kosher salt. Actually, kosher salt is sea salt. All salt is sea salt.
There you go.
So I'm just I'm re-emulsifying
In big word.
my sauce here,
Big word.
and then so you can put as little or as much as you want. It's entirely up to you because you get to do what you want to do.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Hey.
All right, man. Another successful show.
I think, I hope you learned something about steak. I hope you learned something about how to cook it a different way. Because, look, open that ice chest. It's
Yeah.
still steaming.
It's still steaming. We can put chicken in there next.
You could do pork chops.
Pork
you could
chop.
do tenderloin. You can do whatever you want
We
to
can
do.
put that in a number 2 wash tub and we can wash ourselves.
No, that's you.
That's not?
Don't tell people what goes on at your house.
All right.
Guys, thanks for watching Grill with the Guru. Come back and see us next time. Huh?
Y'all be cool.